Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Okay.
So nice to meet you, Keon. I'm CR. I'm really happy to have you here.
Nice to
And
meet you too.
that's cool. I've got your 4 questions. I'm going to go over them and make sure that we've got the right ones for the right people. The first question was, how did you
Okay.
get music business? That's right. The next one
Yes,
was,
sir.
okay. And who has been the most influential in your music journey? And what are some of your plans or goals for 2024? And where could people find you and your music? Those sound okay to you? Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
That's good. Right on. That's good to hear. One sec. I'm gonna check my Wi-Fi for just a sec. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, I'm gonna start out with an intro. Would you like me to intro you as Keon or Keyboy? Uh, Key Hot Boy? I don't remember what that is.
Hot Boy Key.
Hot Boy Key. There's the words. So, do you want me to introduce you as Hot Boy Key or Keon Harris Blues Music? Because I see that's where
Keon
you're.
Harris.
Keon Harris. Okay, very good. Cool. I can do so. And I'll do the intro. We'll have a little bit of a talk, add you these questions, and then finish up and we'll both say goodbye. Just some notes.
Okay.
This is being recorded. How amazing. And I have to verify that you know that this is being recorded. Also in the background, what you can't see is I have an AI that's doing transcription so that all of the words are going to be caught so that we both know what's going on. All right. Okay.
Okay.
That's good. Perfect. Now, let's uh let's begin this journey. Hey, welcome to Your Beat again, everybody. I appreciate you guys dropping in and hanging out with us. We've got Keon Harris with us. He's a great musician, and we're going to be chatting with him today and adding on to our experience in regards to the music industry. We got a bunch of questions and some good times, hopefully today. And we thank you for joining us here on Your Beat. Hey, Keon, how you doing, man?
I am doing pretty good. How about you?
Not bad, not bad. So, what's new and interesting for you right now?
Well, I'm working on two projects at the same time. I'm trying to get them released. One song is called Brick by Brick, and it's kind of like a little freestyle, something, you know. And then I got another song called Have Another. It's kind of like a country blues type vibe or number. And so I'm
Cool.
really excited about those two getting released here.
That sounds really good. Sounds like you got some new and upcoming things in your life. Talking about
Yes,
your,
sir.
how did you actually ever get up into the music industry, by the way, into the music business?
Well, I started writing songs when I was 11 years old. I was shy as a kid, and so I would write my thoughts down on pieces of paper and stuff, and I just started writing at 11, and I got a teenager. I started writing more and more, and then when I got in my 20s, I was like, well, I might could do this, you know. And then my cousin, he seen my song books. They had like a huge stack of, you know. He's like, man, these are really good. And I'm like, well, okay, well, I'll try and record them. And so I recorded one song and I played it for my uncle, you know, and he's like, man, this is pretty good. You got something here. You're a really good songwriter. You got, your voice not bad either. I said, okay. So that was the encouragement I needed to continue to try to pursue it and get better and
Oh,
better, you know.
you
And I
that's
fell in love with it.
you start out small, right? And
Yes.
this is part of what we do at Your Beat is there's so many artists out there that have such really good talent, and then they're like, and everybody else goes and listens to them and they're like amazing, but then they go, well, I don't know if the song's good enough, or I don't know if my writing's good enough, or I don't know if this is good
Yeah.
enough, and everybody else is going, man, what are you doing? You got to be out there, you got to be, pumping this stuff, your stuff is great, right? So a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
the
You
audience,
always doubt yourself a little bit.
yeah, yeah, everybody out, like artists are like that so often. They're like, well, I don't know if I'm that good, or I don't know if my songs sound that good. And then everybody else is going, what do you mean, man? right? We're all thinking you guys are awesome,
That's
right?
true.
It's true so
That's
well.
true.
So you gotta take a lot of confidence in what you got as talent. It's something you guys have that I don't have. I got no lot of talent, but I can talk to people. I can.
Oh, now.
That's what I'm good at. All right. So hey, I gotta be good at something, right? Anyway, so
Yes,
I
sir.
so tell me, for your industry, who was your music career? Who was the most influential person in your music journey?
Well, I listen to a little bit of everything, a little bit of diverse because I think diversity is what's gonna make it go, even bigger. But I always fall back on Gary Clark Jr. because he's got kind of like a blues type deal, and he's got like a little rock type deal. He's in between. You know, and I think he's so underrated as an artist.
Right. Yeah.
And
Well, there's lots
then
of artists in there.
and then also I used to listen like Muddy Waters, like that old type blues music. And that's a whole nother vibe that you can just throw in there. It's something different. You want to stand out because a lot of people sound the same and blend in. I want to stand out. I don't want to blend in.
You shouldn't blend in. Everybody, you're an artist. You build your own creation. It's always yours. No matter what anybody else says, your music is yours. No matter where you got it from, it builds off your experience and your understanding, your emotions, all that stuff. So all of your music will be completely yours, no matter what anybody says. So
Yes, sir.
oh, I agree completely. So what are some of your plans or goals for 224? What are you gonna do with this idea of this new music of yours?
Well, I hit on it in the open. I'm working on 2 songs right now to release here up
Right.
pretty soon, and I want to get an album done. I was gonna do it last year, but I got sidetracked and everything. I was promoting my online stores, shopping stores, and so I got sidetracked somewhat. So I want to do an album at some point this year,
Right on.
and maybe win a couple more awards.
Very good. Winning more
Hey, I'm
awards is
trying
always a
to
good thing.
also I want yeah, add to your report. Hey, like I
Yeah.
want, and I also want to get 1 million streams this year. I've been so close to it, but I believe I could get there this year. That's an ambitious goal that I've been
There you go.
looking trying to accomplish.
Cool. The more you put out, the more people are going to listen, man. That's the idea. And the more you put out, the more you practice, the more you get better, no matter what happens, right? That's with everything in life.
Yes, sir.
The more you do it, the better you get
Yes,
at
sir.
it, right? And that
That's
includes
true.
history just as anything else, right? So
That's
that's
right.
that's really cool. I like that. That's awesome idea. And I noticed you got all sorts of clothing and everything out there in the marketplace. That's really cool. I thought that was neat. And yeah, you got a whole line, I think, which is cool.
I'm trying to build a brand.
Yeah, yeah, I can tell. It's really good. No problems. Um, so besides your clothing brand, where else can people find you and buy your music?
Well, I'm on Keon Harris. Let's see, KeonHarris.bandcamp.com. That's where you could buy, the music. But
Okay.
anywhere else you want to find me, you can go to Linktree,
Okay.
dot, Keon Harris Music.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of popped into your link tree, and I tell you, I try to stay up on what's out there for social media. This guy, Keon Harris, I tell you, his link tree is like the whole page, and then you scroll. He's got connections everywhere. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if you just Google Keon Harris, you will find him somewhere because he's got stuff out everywhere. He's doing a really good job of pushing his name out there, and that's really cool. That's a skill that takes time and effort to build, and it's really, really important for artists to get their name out there everywhere. And the more you're out there, the
Yes,
more you're in
sir.
front of people, right? The more you're in front of people, the better
That's
you're.
true.
So yeah, I think it's cool. So what? It's true, man. It's true. You definitely are all over that. One of the things we noticed with your beat is 90% of artists no longer are artists. And people go, what do you mean they're not artists? Well, you've got one side, which is your indie artists, and all they do all day is post, 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 post. So they're social media influencers. They're not really musicians. They spend 90% of their time posting and 10% of their time doing music. And then you have the label people.
Yeah,
It's true, man. You spend 10% of time doing music
it
and
is true.
90% of the time posting. So you become a social media influencer. Your main job is social media. And then the second is you're a label person, and the label just says, here, you sing this, you play this, here's the song that we're going to give you, and here's the clothes you're going to use. And so you're just like a puppet. You're not really your own musician anyways. You can't do your own songs. Do
Exactly.
what they tell you.
Exactly.
So,
That's why I was
either,
hesitant about.
yeah, it's true.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Oh yeah, it is.
so yeah, either side, you're going to end up with, musicians that want to be focused on music and are always focused on everything else. So
That's true. It's hard to find that balance sometimes, though. You know, when to pose, when to do this. It's challenging for
yeah,
sure.
that's part of what
I
your
always say
beat is.
I don't want to sound.
What's that? Sorry.
Oh, I was always saying the reason I don't want to sign with a label for the reason you just named, because once you sign that deal, I mean, they own you. They tell, like you said, they say how to dress, what this, and this. You don't have no creativity, no freedom, no
Right.
creativity, freedom.
That's true for sure. We completely agree with keeping the rights of the artist in the hands of the artist. All the rights, the masters,
Exactly.
both the written and the production masters should be the artists. That's one of the things that your beat is really focused on, is keeping the rights in the right place. And then the other thing is, helping artists try to make that and maintain that balance between music and product and getting out there, management, because so many
Yes,
musicians quit because they're like, I can't handle the industry, I can't handle all the business behind it, but I really love music. And so it's kind of sad to us. We're like, you know what, we want artists to get out there and be able to do music, and so we built a platform to help them do exactly that. That's what we're doing. So, but I really appreciate
it's
you
definitely
coming out
challenging.
here, man. Oh, thanks, man.
Man, I appreciate you for having me on your show.
Well, it's great. It's great to have you. It takes time out of your day, and I'm sure you're busy doing posts and music and writing and all that, right?
Well, right now it's I was having just a chill evening, so I'm taking a little break, I guess, for a little time being. But I'll get back at it pretty soon here.
Right on. Sounds good. Sounds good. So I do appreciate your time, and I thank you for spending it with us. And I'm sure our mutual fans will love to see a little bit more about Keon and your beat. And I'm sure we can meet up again and sometime in the future see where you're at.
That sounds great. That sounds great.
Well, cool. Thanks, man. And you have a great day, and we'll catch up with you again. All right. Thanks, man.
Okay, then. Thank you so much for having me.
No worries. All right, Keon, thanks, man. So that's the interview. That's kind of the whole thing. What we do, we're gonna take all of this video and clip it and make it look reasonable and sound good. And then you're gonna get a copy of the original. You'll get a copy of the transcript, and you'll get a copy of the clipped section that where you actually do and use to produce and put out into the marketplace. And you can use it for whatever you want. We expect that you're going to use it for, positive promotion. But there you go.
Absolutely.
And I hope that it was beneficial to you. I know it's going to be beneficial to us, getting these out there, and we really appreciate you taking the time to do that for us, man. Thanks a lot.
I appreciate you for having me on. I appreciate it.
No worries, man. No worries. Glad to have you. You're a great artist, and I love some of the old beats that you're thinking about bringing into your system and stuff. I think that's neat. Being original is
Thank
definitely
you.
key. Yeah. if you want to stand out in the industry today, you have to create your own beats and make your own feeling, really, nowadays.
That's it. That's it. Otherwise, you're just gonna blend in with everybody else and sound the same.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, you have a good day, man. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you. You too.
Anytime, anytime.